Hey, in today's episode, I'm going to harvest some honey. And I'm going to have some help with this Fisher's Bee Quick. I'll explain when I get back what this is and what this is. Yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I'm going to be harvesting some honey from this honey super here and take it in the house, and then we're going to centrifuge the honey out of that and get some honey in the storage. Yes, but I have this product here, Fisher's Bee Quick. I'll leave a link down below for ordering it. I got it off at Amazon. I've used this product many times before, and what it does is it's totally natural. It doesn't harm the bees, but has an odor that the bees hate. And since I live in a wildfire zone, I don't want to use smoke. I don't want to use fire of any kind because we've got a big forest fire burning 20 miles to the west of us right now, and I'm not taking any chances. But I got to harvest my honey, and this is going to help me. What I do is I spray it on this board right here. This is it's a foam surface and it's absorbent, so you spray it on there, you put it down on top of your honey super, and it drives all the bees out, and then you can go and pull your beeless frames out full of honey, and then I'm going to put them in this this container right here. It's it's just a tote, and that way I can safely keep it away from honeybees that are in the environment till I get it in the house and start harvesting the honey. So that's my plan. I gotta go get my bee suit on. Okay, I got the bee suit on. Now I just gotta get my gloves on, and then we'll go down to the hives. I'm up at my bee barn. I love this bee barn. It's much better, and it's not crawling with rats, mice, squirrels, and bugs. Very nice. Okay, these are supposed to be impervious to bee sting, so my suit is well used. It's so stained. I've got to get more. I was thinking of buying another suit. Okay, let's go get the fume board on. Okay, the honey bee quick, or honey bee gone. I just spray it on this board, and it's got this really interesting odor to it. Bees. If you watch the front of the hive, watch them just skedaddle out of there. Okay, that's ready. Let's get the top off. Now they glue their hive shut. It's sealed. Okay. And see how many. I've got 6 frames on standby just in case. Empty frames. I don't know how many frames I'm going to be harvesting from here, but this box could be full. Looks very promising. Okay, let's put that fume board on and wait. Just wait a couple minutes. checking the activity on the front of the hive to see if there's, oh yeah, there's a lot of activity out there. Okay, let's see if I can get some honey without getting stung. Full of honey. See, full of honey and not bees. Just one or two stragglers. This stuff really does work. Okay. I don't want any bees in the house. Oh, they're so heavy. Now this one only has one side that's filled. I'm not taking it. And that's it. Okay. Come on, gals. Get out of there. You're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was right. Put empty frames in there and give them the rest of the blackberry blossom flow to build up those frames for their winter stores. See, I will not process honey again the rest of this year. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 frames. And that honey, be gone. Work perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, that was 9 frames I got in there. Sorry, my bad, I can't count. I did pull out 6 frames. Okay. And now we put the inner cover back on, and then let the girls get back to work. Take the honey. Oh, this is heavy. Oh, yes. Okay, put my tools away. And this fume board. I love this new bee barn I created out of this old freezer, and then it stores all my stuff, and it's really nice to be able to reach in there and grab it without mouse turds coming on everything and rodents flying out at you, or even those wasps. I get wasps that love the closed space to build their nests, and they get hammered with wasps all the time. So I am happy. Put my stuff back. Okay, there is my bee barn. Okay, done with that. Now, we take that crate into the kitchen and to begin the process of centrifuging. Okay, now I'm all set up in the kitchen. I have my spinner here for extracting the honey from the frames. And I have my bucket down here, or my catcher down here with the screens. There's two sets of screens that'll screen out all the wax that may get in there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link for this and the other parts down below in my description page. I just went on the internet to Amazon and I purchased these. I also have my jars set up and they're all clean. And then I have my hive tool to take off of the capped wax, the wax caps. So I lay down garbage bags to catch any mess. So the cleanup will be simple, as this can be messy. Now this honey spinner accommodates 2 frames at a time, and it is manual. There is an electric model if you want an electric model, but this is a manual. So let's take my tool and get ready and load the frames. I accidentally coated this with honey. Good, good, good. Let's keep going. It's honey. It's a slow process. I have to rescue a honeybee. Luckily, the honey mess will be easy to clean up because honey is water soluble. Okay, I only do this once a year. It's not like it's I do it all the time. Set this in there. Put the covers on. And spin. And the next step is just to turn the frames over and spin out the other side. Now these frames are much lighter. They still have a little bit of honey left in there, but that's okay. We're going to feed these back to the bees. And I repeat the process. Okay, this part of the job is easy. It's cleaning up. I just set it in my garden and let the bees clean it up. So reason for setting these out like this is to separate them, to make sure the sun will get to it, melt the honey. The bees will send scouts out, and the reason why I put it out here in the garden is because it draws pollinators to my garden. Yep, smart. Also, I'm keeping it away from my apiary because I don't want the feral bees coming into my apiary and start robbing and killing out my hives. So this is going to attract all the pollinators, all the honeybees from around. Some bumblebees, some hornets, but they're all going to come and have a feast. So I separated them out to make sure they can get on both sides. They're going to clean this up. And then when it's all cleaned up, it'll take a couple of days. I put it back in that hive that I pulled the spare frames from. And then there's these already drawn out combs, so they'll be ready for next year. Yes. And the spinner, I'll just set that out. I won't need to clean it out. I'll let the bees clean it out. I just set it out open once I get it all the honey out of it, and let the bees clean the rest of it up. That way they have some food to store up for this winter, and that's how I operate. Let's go back in the house and see if we can get that honey out of the centrifuge and get it in jars. So look at all that golden goodness down there in the bottom. Yes. Oh, I still made a mess in spite of my efforts. Yeah. Well, let's get this spread out. This is heavy. Now it's got some chunks in there because I put the cap wax in there, and cap wax is usually sold to the cosmetic industry to make like lip balm and other cosmetics with the cap wax. That's just the viscosity of honey is so thick. I'm just going to let that set and filter down through the screens. We've got a large mesh screen and a small screen. That's going to capture all the wax, and then the lower container is just going to capture just the honey. But since honey flows so slow, we're going to sit here and just let it set for a couple of hours and let it process, and then we'll finish draining that out and putting honey in the jars. I'll be back in a video second. Okay, well, it looks like we've got plenty to dispense. We still got some more in here. Let's get this in the jars. I'm gonna do the big jars first. This is dark honey. I wonder what nectar from what species of plant they got it from. But it's delicious. I changed out my jars because I wanted to use those other jars to can some pickles that I'll be working on later. But I would like some smaller jars of honey to gift away. This was a whole year in the making, folks. A whole year in the making. Uh-oh. I gotta borrow some of those jars back. Okay, there's still some more in here to get out. Like I said, honey is a slow process. There's a lot of wax. I'm going to save the wax in a cottage cheese container and process that down and figure out what to do with all that cap wax. That's premium stuff. Take this piece off. I'm going to take this piece out and set it in the garden and let the bees clean it up. Yep, that's what I'll do. There's how much is left. There's a lot left in there. I need to get that out of there and in this bucket. Well, that task is done. I got 3 times more honey this year than I have ever gotten, and that was just out of 6 frames from a honey super. This is how much honey I got altogether. Now, I've got these ball leak-proof lids I put on there instead of the lids and rings. I like using these for honey better because it's easy to reseal. And it looks better when you gift it. So I'll leave a link for the lids down below so you guys can get those. But this honey is delicious. This is bee barf. That's what it is, bee barf. Now, the wax caps I'm going to process. I saved them aside, like I said earlier, in a cottage cheese container. So I will be processing that and figuring out what to do with the wax, and then feeding the honey that's in that wax still back to the bees. I'm not gonna eat it. I'll let the bees figure it out. Anyway, and I got all this stuff out in the garden that the bees, all the local honeybees, they're cleaning it up right now. Well, I'm Jerry Hansen, your host. This is Dude in the Kitchen series of Homestead Honey Harvest. Yes, I'm glad you guys joined me on this epic video. It was a long video, but I wanted to show you guys kind of in real time what it's like to process honey. It's time. It takes a lot of time. So, because honey's slow. I mean, and it's messy, it's sticky, but it's water soluble, so it cleans up really easy with hot water. Stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Give me a thumbs up. Share my videos on your social media platforms. Helps us out. Remember, be safe, always be kind. Check out my other 2 channels, Southern Oregon Safaris where the buffalo roam. I've been creating a lot of content over there lately, and also my artsy fartsy Jerry Hansen Studios. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.